chosen ones, you must tell no one when you get rich. Listen closely, because this is not something to scroll past or treat lightly. This is a moment that carries weight for your future and your destiny. And if you ignore it, you may miss a protection that was meant only for you. I am telling you plainly that when the blessing arrives and your life shifts into abundance, silence will become your shield, and your wisdom will be tested in ways you did not expect. What this means is simple and urgent. The wealth that is coming is not just money, it is a divine shift, and not everyone around you is prepared to see it or handle it. If you reveal it too soon or to the wrong people, you will expose what I am trying to protect, and you will invite confusion, pressure, and hidden intentions into something sacred. Stay here and receive this fully, because what you are about to understand will guide how you protect your future and keep what I am placing into your hands. Type Amen to affirm. You must understand this deeply. The increase coming into your life is not random or accidental. It is assigned, and it carries purpose beyond what you can currently see. I am preparing you to hold something that others may not understand, and that lack of understanding can turn into jealousy, doubt, or even interference. This is why silence is not weakness, it is wisdom, and it is protection over what I am building through you. When you keep quiet, you allow what I have started to grow without disturbance, without outside pressure, and without the noise that can weaken your focus. This is not about hiding in fear, it is about walking in alignment and guarding what is not meant for everyone's eyes. There will be a moment when the shift becomes real and visible, and in that moment, your instincts may push you to share, to celebrate loudly, or to prove something to those who doubted you. But I am telling you now, resist that urge, because not every eye that watches you is celebrating your rise. Some are measuring, some are questioning, and some are waiting for a chance to step into what you have been given. You are not called to explain your blessing, you are called to steward it. You are not required to announce your growth, you are required to protect it. Within this next phase of your life, you will notice changes in how people respond to you, and this is part of the test. Those who once ignored you may suddenly become interested, and those who never supported you may appear closer than before. This is not coincidence, this is exposure, and it will reveal intentions that were always there but hidden. If you speak too freely about what you have received, you may open doors that should have remained closed. Silence keeps those doors sealed, and it allows you to observe clearly without being influenced. There is also something deeper at work here, something spiritual that goes beyond material gain. The blessing I am placing in your life is connected to your purpose, and it is meant to bring stability, impact, and transformation, not only for you, but for others in the right time. If you rush to reveal it, you may disrupt the timing that I have carefully arranged. Timing matters more than excitement, and patience carries more power than impulse. You are being trained to move with intention, not reaction. Take a moment and truly feel this. The wealth that is coming is not just for display, it is for direction. It will guide decisions, open new paths, and create opportunities that require clarity and strength. If too many voices enter your space too early, they can distort your thinking and pull you away from what I am leading you toward. That is why quietness is essential, because in quietness, you can still hear me clearly. In noise, you begin to hear everything else. Type 1010 if you trust God. There is also protection in not revealing everything, because not all harm comes openly. Some harm comes through influence, through advice that sounds good but is not aligned, through expectations that begin to shape your choices in ways you did not intend. When people know what you have, They often feel entitled to have a say in how you use it. But what I give you is not controlled by others, it is guided by me. Keeping your situation private allows you to remain free from unnecessary control and pressure. You may wonder why this instruction is so firm, and it is because I see what you cannot yet see. I know the hearts around you, I know the timing ahead of you, and I know the weight of what you are about to receive. I am not asking you to isolate yourself. I am asking you to be wise in what you reveal and when you reveal it. There is a difference between living openly and exposing everything. You can be joyful, you can be grateful, but you must also be discerning. As you move forward, remember this clearly. Your value is not in how loudly you display your success, but in how faithfully you manage what has been entrusted to you. True strength is quiet, and true growth does not need constant validation. The world may push you to show, to prove, and to explain, but I am guiding you to build, to protect, and to grow in silence. What is built in silence becomes strong, stable, and lasting. You are not being overlooked, you are being prepared. You are not being delayed, you are being positioned. And when the moment comes where everything aligns, you will understand why restraint was necessary. You will see how silence preserved what could have been lost, and how wisdom carried you through what could have distracted you. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now, but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. Conversations will sound different, intentions will feel clearer, and you will sense when something is not aligned with what I am doing in your life. This awareness is not meant to make you fearful, it is meant to make you wise and steady. When you stay quiet about what you have received, you give yourself space to observe without interference, and that space will protect you from making decisions that come from pressure instead of purpose. There will be moments when people ask questions that seem simple on the surface, but carry deeper motives underneath. They may ask how you are doing, what has changed, or where your resources are coming from, and they may expect detailed answers. In those moments, remember that you are not required to explain every detail of your life. You can respond with peace, with calm, and with simplicity, without opening doors that were never meant to be opened. You do not owe anyone full access to what I am building in your life. Boundaries are not rejection, they are protection, and they allow you to move forward without unnecessary weight. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You are also entering a season where discipline will matter more than excitement. It is easy to celebrate when something new arrives, but it takes strength to manage it wisely over time. I am not only blessing you with increase, I am teaching you how to sustain it. When you keep things private, you reduce distractions, and you stay focused on what truly matters. You begin to think clearly, plan carefully, and act with intention instead of reacting to the expectations of others. This is how stability is built, not through noise, but through quiet consistency and wise choices. Some people may misunderstand your silence, and that is something you must accept without letting it disturb your peace. They may think you are distant, or they may feel that you have changed, but what is happening is growth. Growth often looks like distance to those who are not moving in the same direction. You are not called to remain the same to keep others comfortable. You are called to step into what I have prepared for you, even if it changes how others see you. Your journey is guided by me, not by their opinions or expectations. There is also a deeper layer to this, something that connects to your identity. When you receive what I am giving you, it will challenge how you see yourself. You may feel unworthy at times, or you may question if you are ready to carry such responsibility. In those moments, do not seek validation from people. Seek alignment with me. I have already chosen you. I have already prepared you, and I am continuing to shape you as you move forward. Silence helps you stay connected to this truth, because it keeps you from chasing approval that you do not need. You must also be careful with comparison, because once your situation changes, it becomes easy to measure yourself against others or to let others measure themselves against you. This creates tension, pressure, and unnecessary competition. What I am doing in your life is unique, and it is not meant to be compared. When you keep your journey private, you protect yourself from these traps, and you remain focused on your own path. Your calling is not to match someone else, it is to fulfill what has been placed within you. Type 222 to receive blessings. As your life begins to shift, you will notice opportunities appearing that were not visible before. These opportunities will require careful thought, and not every open door is meant for you to walk through. Silence gives you the ability to evaluate without being rushed. When others are unaware of your situation, they cannot pressure you into decisions that are not aligned with your purpose. You gain the freedom to choose wisely, to wait when necessary, and to act when the timing is right. This freedom is part of the blessing, and it must be protected. There is also a responsibility that comes with what you are receiving, and it goes beyond your personal comfort. The resources placed in your life are meant to create impact, to support, to build, and to bring change where it is needed. But this impact must be guided, not scattered. If you reveal everything too quickly, you may feel pulled in many directions, trying to meet expectations that were never meant for you. By staying quiet, you allow yourself to focus on the right assignments at the right time. You move with purpose instead of pressure. You are not alone in this process, even when it feels quiet and unseen. I am present in every decision, every step, and every moment of growth. When you choose silence, you are not isolating yourself. You are aligning yourself with my guidance. You are choosing clarity over confusion and direction over distraction. This alignment will carry you through situations that would otherwise overwhelm you. It will give you peace in moments where others would feel uncertain. Understand this clearly. The way you handle this season will shape the seasons that follow. If you manage it with wisdom, you will build something strong and lasting. If you rush or reveal too much too soon, you may create challenges that could have been avoided. This is why I am guiding you with such care, because I want you to walk into fullness without unnecessary struggle. You are being given both the blessing and the instruction, and together they will lead you into stability. This is why I am guiding you into stillness and discernment, so you can recognize where you are meant to remain and where you are meant to step away. Silence helps you navigate this without conflict, without unnecessary explanations, and without creating tension that could distract you from your path. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. There will be moments when you feel the urge to explain yourself, to justify your choices, or to prove that you are still the same person. But you must understand that growth changes how you move, how you think, and how you respond, and not everyone will understand that transformation. You are not required to shrink yourself to fit into spaces that no longer align with where you are going. You are allowed to move forward with peace, even if it means leaving certain things behind quietly. Your silence becomes your strength in these moments, because it allows you to transition without creating resistance. Type 555 to affirm. You are also being trained to recognize the difference between genuine connection and convenience. As your life begins to elevate, some people may draw closer, not because they value you, but because they see what you carry. This is why discernment becomes essential, because not every presence around you is meant to remain. When you keep your situation private, you give yourself time to observe actions rather than being influenced by words. You begin to see who is consistent, who is sincere, and who is only present when it benefits them. This clarity protects your energy and helps you build relationships that are rooted in truth rather than convenience. There is something powerful about quiet growth, something that cannot be replicated through noise or display. When you build in silence, you create a foundation that is not easily shaken, because it is not influenced by outside opinions or expectations. You learn to rely on wisdom rather than validation, and you begin to trust the process that I am leading you through. This kind of growth is steady, it is deep, and it prepares you for longevity. What you are building is not temporary, it is meant to last, and that requires patience and careful attention. You must also guard your thoughts during this time, because the mind can become a place of doubt when everything begins to change. You may question whether you are making the right choices, or you may feel uncertain about the direction you are taking. This is where your connection with me becomes essential, because I will guide your thoughts and bring clarity where there is confusion. Do not allow the opinions of others to become louder than my voice within you. Silence from the outside creates space for you to hear clearly from within. There will be opportunities to speak, and there will be moments when sharing is necessary, but those moments will come with peace and confirmation. You will not feel rushed, you will not feel pressured, and you will not feel uncertain. When the time is right, what needs to be revealed will be revealed in the right way and to the right people. Until then, your responsibility is to protect what has been given to you. This is not secrecy born from fear, it is stewardship born from wisdom. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You are stepping into a level of responsibility that requires maturity, and maturity is often developed in quiet seasons. These are the times when you learn to manage what you have without external validation, when you learn to make decisions without needing approval, and when you learn to stand firm in your direction, even when others do not understand. This is where strength is built, not in public moments, but in private discipline. What you do in silence will determine how you stand when everything becomes visible. There is also a need for balance, because as you receive more, your ability to handle it must also increase. This is why I am shaping your mindset, your habits, and your perspective. Wealth without wisdom creates instability, but wealth guided by wisdom creates security and purpose. When you remain quiet, you give yourself the opportunity to grow into the capacity required to sustain what you have received. You are not only being blessed, you are being prepared to carry that blessing without losing direction. Do not be discouraged if this process feels slow or if it requires you to move differently than before. What I am doing is intentional, and every step is part of a greater plan. You are being positioned in a way that will allow you to move forward with confidence and clarity. Even when things feel uncertain, trust that I am guiding you through each phase with purpose. Your journey is not random, and your steps are not without direction. As you continue to walk in this path, remember that your identity is not defined by what you have, but by who you are becoming. The resources in your life are tools, but your character is the foundation. When your character is strong, you can handle increase without losing balance. When your character is grounded, you can remain steady even when everything around you is changing. This is why I am focusing on both, because one without the other cannot sustain what is coming. When you learn to hold your blessings quietly, you remove the need for approval, and you begin to stand in a confidence that cannot be shaken by outside voices. This confidence is not loud, it is calm, it is rooted, and it carries a peace that others will notice even without you explaining anything. There will be times when you are tempted to break that silence, especially when you feel misunderstood or when others begin to question your choices. You may feel the pull to explain yourself just to be seen correctly, but you must remember that not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected. Some things are meant to remain unseen because they are still being formed. When you allow things to grow without interruption, they become stronger, clearer, and more stable. If you expose them too early, you risk weakening what is still developing. Trust that what is real does not need constant explanation. It will reveal itself at the right time. Type 333 to stay aligned. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. You are also entering a season where your decisions will carry more weight, and this requires a different level of thoughtfulness. What once felt simple may now require deeper consideration because the impact of your choices is greater. This is why I am teaching you to slow down, to observe, and to move with intention. Silence supports this process because it removes the rush that comes from outside expectations. When others do not know everything about your situation, they cannot pressure you into decisions that are not aligned. You gain the ability to choose based on purpose rather than urgency. There is also a refinement happening within you, something that is shaping how you respond to both success and challenge. You are learning not to be carried away by excitement and not to be shaken by difficulty. This balance is essential because it keeps you grounded no matter what comes your way. When you remain quiet about what you have, you protect yourself from the extremes of attention, both positive and negative. You stay centered, and that center becomes your strength. It allows you to move forward without losing yourself in the process. You will begin to notice that your priorities are changing, and this is a sign that you are growing into what I have prepared for you. Things that once seemed important may no longer hold the same value, and things you once overlooked may now become essential. This shift is not something to resist, it is something to embrace, because it is aligning you with your purpose. When your focus becomes clear, your path becomes steady, and your actions begin to reflect the direction you are meant to follow. Silence helps you protect that clarity because it keeps distractions from pulling you away. Type 888 to receive clarity. Another truth you must hold on to is this: not everyone who has access to your life should have access to your information. There is a difference between connection and exposure, And understanding that difference will protect you from unnecessary complications. You can be present, you can be kind, and you can be open in your heart without revealing every detail of your journey. This balance allows you to maintain relationships while still protecting what is important. It is not about building walls, it is about building wisdom. There will also be moments when you feel alone in your growth, and this is something many do not speak about. When you begin to move differently, when your mindset changes, and when your direction becomes clearer, it can create a sense of distance from those around you. But this distance is not emptiness, it is space for something new to form. It is an opportunity for you to deepen your connection with me, to strengthen your understanding, and to build a foundation that is not dependent on others. In this space, you are not alone, you are being strengthened. You are also being taught to value what cannot be seen, because what is unseen often carries more weight than what is visible. Your discipline, your mindset, your decisions, and your focus are all shaping your future in ways that others cannot immediately recognize. When you keep your blessings private, you place your attention on these deeper elements, and that is where true growth happens. You are not just increasing in what you have, you are increasing in who you are, and that is what will sustain everything else. As you move forward, remember that your journey is not about proving anything to anyone. It is about becoming who you are meant to be and fulfilling what has been placed within you. The silence you carry is part of that process, and it is guiding you into a place of strength, clarity, and stability. You are not being limited, you are being protected. You are not being hidden, you are being prepared. Hold on to this understanding, because it will carry you through moments of doubt and uncertainty. When you feel the urge to explain, remember the purpose of your silence. When you feel the pressure to reveal, remember the value of what you are protecting. And when you feel unsure, return to the truth that I am guiding you every step of the way. The path you are on is intentional, and everything happening is leading you into a place of fulfillment that will not be easily shaken. But I am shaping you differently, because what I am placing in your hands is meant to serve, not to consume you. When you remain quiet, you stay grounded, and when you stay grounded, you remain aligned with the reason you were chosen in the first place. You must understand that not everything valuable needs to be visible to be real. Some of the strongest foundations are built where no one is watching, where no one is applauding, and where no one is offering recognition. This is where character is formed, where discipline becomes natural, and where your identity becomes stable. If everything about your life becomes public, you risk building your sense of worth on how others respond. But when you keep certain things private, you protect your identity from being shaped by opinions that do not carry truth. Type 666 to stay strong. There will be moments when others begin to notice the change in your life, even without you saying anything. They will sense that something is different, that something has shifted, and they may try to draw conclusions or create their own explanations. In those moments, remain calm and do not feel the need to correct every assumption. Let people see what they can see, but do not feel pressured to reveal what they cannot understand. You are not responsible for managing their perception. You are responsible for protecting your direction. You are also learning how to handle attention without being controlled by it. Attention can feel rewarding. It can make you feel recognized and valued, but it can also become a distraction if you allow it to guide your actions. When you keep your blessings quiet, you reduce the influence of attention and you stay focused on what truly matters. You begin to act from purpose instead of reaction, and that shift creates stability in everything you do. Stability is what allows growth to continue without interruption. Type 999 to walk in wisdom. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. There is also something important about timing that you must not overlook. Not everything that is true needs to be spoken immediately, and not everything that is real needs to be revealed at once. Timing is part of wisdom, and when you move with the right timing, things unfold smoothly and without resistance. When you move too quickly, you can create confusion and attract attention that is not aligned with your path. Silence gives you the space to wait for the right moment, and in that waiting, clarity becomes stronger. You will also notice that your relationship with resources begins to change. What once felt like something to spend or display will begin to feel like something to manage and direct. This shift is important because it transforms how you think about what you have. Instead of seeing it as something to prove your success, you begin to see it as something to build your future. This mindset protects you from unnecessary loss and keeps you focused on long-term stability rather than short-term recognition. There is a discipline that comes with quiet growth, and that discipline will become one of your greatest strengths. It teaches you to be patient when others are rushing, to be focused when others are distracted, and to be steady when others are reacting. This discipline creates a rhythm in your life that supports everything you are building. It allows you to move forward consistently without being thrown off by temporary emotions or external pressure. This is how lasting success is formed, not in bursts of excitement, but in steady, intentional movement. You must also be aware that your environment will continue to shift as you grow. New opportunities, new connections, and new responsibilities will begin to appear, and not all of them will be meant for you. Silence helps you evaluate these changes without feeling obligated to respond immediately. You can take your time, observe, and choose what aligns with your purpose. This freedom is part of what I am giving you, and it must be protected with care. There may be moments when you feel the weight of what you are carrying, when the responsibility feels heavy and the path feels uncertain. In those moments, return to stillness and remember that you are not carrying this alone. I am with you in every decision, every step, and every moment of growth. When you remain connected to me, you will find clarity even in uncertainty. You will find peace even when things feel overwhelming, and you will find direction even when the path is not fully visible. As you continue forward, hold on to the understanding that your journey is not about speed, it is about direction. It is not about how quickly things change, but about how well you are aligned with what is happening. When you move with alignment, everything begins to fit together in a way that feels natural and steady. This alignment is strengthened by your willingness to remain quiet, to observe, and to act with intention. You are being shaped into someone who can carry not only wealth, but responsibility, influence, and purpose. This is why the process feels different, because it is preparing you for something greater than what you can currently see. The silence you carry is part of that preparation, and it is building a strength within you that will support everything you are about to receive. It is built quietly, through discipline, through patience, and through your willingness to follow what I am showing you, even when it feels unfamiliar. This is the kind of strength that lasts, because it is not shaped by the opinions of others. There will be moments when you feel the desire to return to old patterns, to speak freely as you once did, or to share without restraint. This is part of the transition, and it is natural to feel it. But you must recognize that you are no longer in the same place, and what once felt appropriate may no longer serve you.